is SportsCenter.
Good morning, everyone. We interrupt what is hopefully a very relaxing Sunday morning to bring you your Week 5 final score MEP League update. Well, this week, except for one game, all the games have kind of had some big spreads. I think we've got some people pulling back, some people who needed some much needed recovery and maybe didn't quite go over the top like they have been in the first 4 weeks of the regular season, which is totally understandable. But let's get to our scores. In game one, this was a 1-point game after period one. The Wet Bandits expanded into a big lead in period two, and they hold on in period three, 64-43 to the Ripped Rebels, 55-52. The Ripped Rebels were led by Jen, 2,022 points, Katie, 1,474, and Pat, on vacation in Mexico, still got 1,290 points. Great job, ladies. Over on the winning team, the Wet Bandits, they're getting hot at the right time. I told you to watch out for the Wet Bandits. You got Cal, who I believe in period three was 900 plus for MEPS, 1604 leading the way. Travis skiing out west, which obviously skiing helps. So he was able to get 1,398 MEPs while on vacation. And finally, Sarah with a very strong 1,350 points. In game two, the Zoniacs and Rumpiors. The Zoniacs, they took it to Rumpiors all week, I'm not going to lie. It's 89-22 to 46-26 is your final score. Holly maxed out 1809. Scott with a very strong 1789. And Raina 1643 led the way for the Zoniacs. Over on Rumpiors, you've got some talent to make some noise in the playoffs. I guarantee it. You were led by Nicole, 1179. Gina, a very strong 817. And Londo pulled back and rusted up a little bit. I know what you're doing, Londo. 765, so he can get ready for the playoffs. And finally, in game three, the BAs are rolling. I'm not going to lie. They are the strongest team in MEP League right now. They win big, 10,389 to 6425. They're led by Sherry Hughesby, maxing out at 1,998 points. Jeff Hughesby, who I believe did his math wrong yesterday and came up 3 MEPs shy of maxing out, but still scored an awesome 1,953 points. And Kathy, online only, goes on walks, does her yoga, and does Burns 30, and has been throwing some other stuff in. Maxes out 1,709 points. Great job, Kathy. That's awesome to see an online-only person max out and really lead the way for their team. Over on to Bombs. Kelly, I believe, has led the way in scoring just about every week for you guys. She does it again, 1,808 points, and she maxed out. Awesome job, Kelly. Selena out in Colorado, 1,322. Great job, Selena. And Mr. Gustafson, up in that top three again at 1209. The Bombs, I get it. You got blown out this week. Again, you guys have the talent on your team to do some damage in the playoffs. Get your attitudes right before it starts, and I think you guys could go far in the playoffs. Well, that brings us to the end of our regular season. Here is the final standings and the seeding for the regular season. The BAs, they're undefeated. They're 5-0. They're our 1 seed. The Zoniacs, they only got beat by the BAs. They're 4-1. They are our 2 seed. The Bombs and the Wet Bandits, they both finished 2 and 3, but the Bombs beat the Wet Bandits, so they get the 3. The Wet Bandits get the 4. And finally, our Rump Yours and Ripped Rebels, they tie at 1 and 4 for the regular season. But Rump Yours beat the Ripped Rebels, so they get the 5 seed, and the Ripped Rebels get the 6 seed. Our leading scorers, we want to make sure we acknowledge the top 10 leading point getters for the MEP League regular season. Travis holds on. He had a big lead, and he holds on from going on vacation. 98.04 to get the top point getter for MEP League. Great job, Travis. Holly not far behind at 95.05, and Jen third at 97.06. To finish out the top 10, we got Jason. Jason with a really strong MEP League this year, 94.74. Pat Meyer, as always, up there in the top 10. Hughesby, Sherry up there. Raina, Scott, Kelly, and Nicole round out the top 10. Great job to all you guys. That is really, really great effort with your MEP League regular season. Well, now the matchups, but before we get there, let's talk about the double point opportunities. Double points are going to keep going into the playoffs. No more free agents. If you want to bring someone to class, they can come. They're just not going to count towards your team total. But the double point opportunities are going to be very important in all these games. In period one, zone spin, heart rate intervals, 5 p.m. with Holly. That's in gym or online. If you have a treadmill, elliptical, or something at home, you can do it, or even just steps or running in place. You can do that one online. You don't have to be on a bike. The bikes in gym, we have 15 of the spin bikes available. But if we fill that up, we'll use the recumbents, we'll use the fan bikes, we'll use the Tron bikes if we have to. So fill that class up. That's your first opportunity to get double points in period one, Monday at 5 p.m. Great way to kick off the week by getting as many of your team there as you can. In period two, you are going to have to get up nice and bright and early with me and Raina and the rest of the morning crew. 5:30 a.m. Wednesday morning, shoulders, arms, and legs. That is online and in gym. You do need weights for this one, but if you're at home, you want to do it online, grab some soup cans or whatever, you do you. You do what's work. Get to that class. You need to do the workout with us. You can't be running on the treadmill or something for it to count. Cal, I'm talking to you. You need to be able to do the class somehow with us. Obviously, get in gym if you can, but do online if you need to. It's a great way to get that 5:30 a.m. class in online if you don't want to have to get up early and drive to the gym. And finally, the period three double point opportunity. I love using this one because it's a great way to end the week. Saturday morning, 9 a.m., zone circuit in gym only. So you've got to be able to get in gym to get your double points Saturday morning. And obviously, that is the last day of this week's games as well. And there might be a little surprise that allows you to get some more points for your team. So if you could make that one, get into the gym Saturday, 9 a.m. That is what we have set for the playoffs. Again, I realize some of you teams, you're coming off losing 3, 4 in a row. You may be disheartened and you may be thinking, oh, we're never going to beat the BAs. We're never going to beat the Zoniacs. These teams were made very evenly by what people normally do and looking at vacations and time off that people are going to take. Every team can beat every team in this MEP League. You just maybe need to use your group chat, strategize a little bit, talk about who matches up with who and who needs to be close to who in MEPs at the end of periods, and give it the effort. Give it the effort that you deserve and your teams deserve to see if you can pull off the upset. You teams that are winning and you BAs who are feeling good and you Zoniacs who are feeling good, keep it up. Don't get too comfortable. We know what happened last year with one of the teams that thought they had a game won last year, and then the other team came storming back in period three and beat them. So let's see some great effort for the playoffs. If you lose this week, you're out. If you win this week, you move on, and then you also would have a chance, even if you lose in the semifinals, for third place. And there are prizes for the teams that do well in the playoffs. First place is 500 zone points to everybody on your team. So there's some incentive there to keep the effort up and keep it going into the playoffs. I think the playoffs are going to be a blast. I think the games are going to be close. And I hope that you do too. We will see you later in the zone for playoff MEP League.